Shabbat Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shabbat Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim 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 Shabbat Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov, Yalalai, Yalalalai. Hine Matov, Hine Matov, Yalalai, Yalalalai. Hine Matov Umanayim Shabbat Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shabbat Achim Gam Yachad.
We'll turn out our prayer books to page 8 at the bottom of the page. We'll continue with our family prayer. May we never take for granted the gift of Shabbat as we sit nestled in the Rocky Mountains, sharing this humble moment with family and friends. And the satisfaction of celebrating Shabbat.
That's the audio.
Let Shabbat peace bring quiet to our souls. Allow this time set aside for song and prayer to bring us closer together in thoughts and deeds. Let the space we share become our place of devotion, glowing with reverence and filled with our traditions. May the end of this week encourage us to examine our actions. Let us look ahead toward the new week. Be worthy of all of God's blessings. Top of page 8 as we welcome the angels of peace. We'll join together. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Ki Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch. Lochem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Ki Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch. Archoni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Sitna L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu.
We have this thing called vamping, I guess. Is that what you say when we try to go slow so that people can get the streaming set up? I know there were so many people that we get about a couple hundred that are watching. They're all saying, they can't see me saying that, so they'll have to figure out later what's going on. Well, let's turn to page 13, middle of the page, where we continue responsibly with Esainai as we lift our eyes to the mountains. Arriving in Jerusalem, pilgrims lifted their eyes to the mountains and cried out in unison, "From where does my help come?" With a singular voice they answered, "My help comes from God, maker of heaven." This Shabbat, we lift our eyes to the beauty of our mountains and we welcome the Sabbath with its embrace of peace. We ask these blessings upon all of us. Worship together. We're grateful and appreciative for this moment of rest. Your gift to us is called Shabbat. Comes weekly to remind us to free ourselves from those things in life that hold us back. Now's the time to set aside petty arguments with friends, to say to our family, "I'm sorry, it's best to forget." May we never take for granted the beauty of the Rocky Mountains. Take a breath and pause as we lift our eyes. Know that each Shabbat we're blessed with peace. The top of page 12 as we join together.
עושה שמיים וארץ, אשי נאי אלהרים, ואין יבוא אצרי, אשי נאי אלהרים, ואין יבוא אצרי, אצרי מאדוני, עושה שמיים וארץ, אצרי מאדוני, עושה שמיים וארץ.
And as we travel back to the 16th century to the town of Svat, home of mysticism for the Jewish people, that Shlomo Alkabetz wrote this beautiful poem, page 16, Mechadoti, as we join together.
לך דתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה, 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 שמור וזכור ודיבור אחד, אישי אני אלוהיך, אני אלוהיך, שמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתחילה, עדתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה, לך דתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה, לקראת שבת לכו כי ידי לכל המלאכה, בראש ניתנת נשאתה, סופה עשי במחשבה תחילה, לך דתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה, לך דתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה, מקדש מלך עיר מלכה, ומצרי מתולדותיך, רבה שלם ואין ממך, ומלך מלכייך לך דתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה, לך דתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה.
Bottom of page 18, we rise, face the rear of the sanctuary, and greet the Sabbath bride.
Oh, ובשלום עצרת בלב, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תחלמו עיני יחזיקו לה, בריך לה, בריך לה, לה 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 לקראת לפני שבת חמלה, לך דתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה, לפני שבת חמלה, לך דתי לקראת לפני שבת חמלה.
Seated. Top of page 21, we'll continue with Psalm 92, known as the Psalm for the Sabbath day. Also one of the first prayers that was sung in the temple in Jerusalem on Shabbat. So we continue responsively, page 21. It is good to give thanks to you, O Lord, to praise your name through song. Speak in the morning of your loving kindness and your faithfulness each night. Music of the lute and the harp, the melody of the lyre. I'll sing with my delight as we continue at the bottom of page 20.
Sati katamar ifram ke'eretz Lebanon Yisrael shetzuli bebeit Adonai 대신이 하나님 내 아기 야샤라나
Well, that wonderful reading from the Boston Globe of 1921. Just for today, as we turn to page 23, and we'll continue responsibly. And since the Apple family's here, why don't you lead us in this? What's the little one thing? Harold, you gonna do this for us? No, okay.
Just for today, I will live one more day. Just for today, I will live one day only, forgetting yesterday and tomorrow, and not trying to solve the whole problem of life.
Just for today, I'll be unafraid of life and death, unafraid to enjoy the beautiful and be happy. People are as happy as they make up their minds to be.
Just for today, I will adjust myself to what is, and not try to adjust everything to suit me. If I cannot have what I like, I will try to like what I have.
Just for today, I'll be agreeable, cheerful, charitable. Do my best, praise people for what they can do, and not criticize them for what they cannot do. And if I find fault, forget it. I'll try not to approve or regulate anybody except myself.
Just for today, I will have a plan. I may not follow it exactly, but I will have it. It will save me from worry, hurry, and indecision.
Just for today, I'll get people off my nerves and not get on theirs. I'll appreciate them for what they do and what they are.
Just for today, I will not show it if my feelings are hurt.
Just for today, I'll spend a little time for quiet to relax, to realize what life is and can be. Time to think about God and get a better perspective of myself.
Just for today, I will look at life with fresh eyes and discover the wonder of it. I will know that as I give to the world, so the world will give to me.
Thank you. So we turn to page 24 and rise and continue our call to worship and join with the cantor, the bar. Seated. The prayer at the top of page 28 took the words of Moses and Joshua, said 3,000 years ago, but was made relevant today. When there's darkness, we pray that God provides protection until the sun rises in the morning. Page 28, Ahava.
Oh, time.
Is your old learn Shema? A little bit? Really? We're going to try. We'll do it with you, though. You're going to have to do this alone. You ready?
We can do it together.
We're going to do it together. Just hold it all together.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hashem Kevod, Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
That's good. Thank you.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mishavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam Beshivtecha bebetecha ulechtecha avaderech upshachbecha upkumecha upshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot betecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai Vitam kedoshim leloechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem, Elohechem.
On this Shabbat evening to seek peace and comfort, we pray shield us from hatred and destruction that plague so many corners of our world and console those in need. Shomer Yisrael, guardian of Israel, we call out to you with prayer to protect the men, women, and children brutally kidnapped by Hamas, held captive in Gaza now for 475 days, along with the members of IDF. May it be your will speedily and soon to bring them out from darkness, the shadow of death, and give continued strength to the IDF to deliver them from danger and back to the loving embrace of their dear ones. So may the verses of Isaiah ring true that those delivered by God will be returned and on to Zion with everlasting joy as we pray for those four who will be released probably sometime tonight, if not tomorrow morning, our time, if they come back to their families. Hashki Vein to the top of page 34.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom Yehovivenu Nakeinu Lefayim Yehovivenu Nakeinu Lefayim Ushmor
have the services, and the cantor had a bit of a cold last week. I wanted to just go, and now we turn to, and she wasn't there.
Aww.
But it's so good having your books back with us. We turn to page 36, those verses from the book of Exodus. 6 days the Lord created the heavens and the earth. 7th day ceased from his work and rested. The Shabbat.
Nishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. La'asot et ha-Shabbat l'torah. Very tova, v'niyumi b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim et haaretz u'bayom hashvi Shabbat Shabbat vayinach Shabbat Shabbat vayinach Shabbat Shabbat vayinach.
There are those in our community who are in need of healing, of body, mind, or spirit. If you have a person in your life in need of healing, please feel free in just a moment to share their name aloud as we move about the sanctuary. We continue Misha Baruch, page 38, our prayer for
May the source of strength to bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. Let us sing, Amen.
We offer these blessings for full healing to Gail Balin, Sue Beiser, Phil Brodsky, Sonny Brodsky, Diane Erlin, Chris Eldridge, and Larry Ellens, Carol Ann Finn, Barbara Goldberg, Deborah Goldman, Mark Berlowski, Lori Hellman, Mike Herman, Karen Hirschberg, Jody Israel, Ray Avery, Harriet Jaffe, Mary Sue Katz, Herman Keek, Bill Krasnow, Judith Landau, Pam Lessing, and Stephen Reese, Orly Rogers, Bill Silvers, Reese Glarowitz, Kelly Sussman, Nina Stempler, Lisa Stryer, Merle Steyer, Marcy Tracy, Donna Weinstock, and Jerry Weinstock.
Susan Fuller.
Carol, that's your turn.
Thank you.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah Shema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Eternal God, during this difficult time, watch over those that are impacted, still impacted by the devastating fires in California. Guide them towards shelter and safety as family, friends, and neighbors experience physical and emotional loss and maybe turn towards each other with open homes and open hearts. Spread a blanket of security over the firefighters and first responders that serve those communities and grant them strength and courage, and may each of them come home safely to their loved ones. So that God's voice be found within each of us to compel us to reach out to each other and find pathways that lead to hope and ultimately peace for all in need. Page 40, as we rise, we'll continue with the Reader's Kaddish.
יתגדל יתקדש שמי רבה, נאמר דברה קראתי ועמלית מלכותך.
V'chayecha beit Yisrael, b'gala, l'zman karev.
Yimru,
Amen. Yesh nei Rambam mevarach, alam lameo maya, yivarach.
יתברך וישתבח, ותארץ רומם יתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתעלה, ויתעלה, שמי לקודשה, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה.
Tishvata v'nehemata, na'viram b'yama.
ויאמרו,
Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Let's continue the top of page 42 and silently through page 57.
Adonai sfatai tita, Fiati tehilatecha, Adonai sfatai tita, Fiati tehilatecha. Oh, eternal God, open thy lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Oh, eternal God, open thy lips, that my mouth may declare your glory.
You may be seated when you've completed the Amidah. As we continue with our prayer for peace, page 56, and we'll join together.
Spirit of the world, make us whole again. Grant us peace, grant us your peace. Spirit of the world, hear our humble prayer. Grant us peace, grant us your peace. Oh, say shalom, be from
So good to have you back. What I think we'll do, now that I realize, I'll have you record all the music. At least I could have a musical background. And
I have great news. It's all recorded from the years of pandemic recordings.
we're gonna do that. Not that we ever want you away, but just in case that were to happen again. Well, I read an article this week in Aish, which is a digital website. And the name of it was, "I'd rather be a hostage than a kidnapper." And I thought, what a strange headline to put in the paper, while so many hostages are still being held in captivity. Well, this past week in my Wednesday morning Tachlis group, we have great discussions, and I asked the question, who likes the latest hostage deal? And then we spent about an hour discussing human life and the visual of the three women being back in the arms of their loved ones. And this is where the way we cherish life. We cherish life in stark contrast to that of the terrorists. The article says that this is what's so special about the Jewish people. How much we love and care about each other, that we would cherish one life, the life of one hostage, understanding the dangers of releasing hundreds of terrorists back into society. It's such a stark difference between the Jewish nation, the Jewish people, and our enemies that want us dead. There's a profound, I think, moving verse found in the book of Deuteronomy. It reads, "Re'ei anochi noten lifnechem hayom." See, I set before you today, bracha uklala, a blessing and a curse. Now, rabbis explain that it's so simple. The choice is in our hands. And today, to make a decision about which direction you're going to choose, with the blessing or the curse, good or evil, life is full of choices. And the quality of our lives, I think it lies in the direction in which we choose. So what we do with the gift of free will and with which we are blessed, the choice lies before each of us every day. Do we choose good or evil? And the choices we make, well, they're an inevitable reflection upon our values. We build our character not in these huge, big ways, but rather by small decisions that we make every day. Our everyday decisions are what creates a pattern of behavior that ultimately are going to form the basis of our character. Well, Jewish mystical tradition suggests that with every mitzvah we do, every good deed that we do, we create an angel. Advocate, and protector on high for all of us. And if we make poor choices, well, an adversary is there to argue that we need to do something. The first we have to do is face our consequences for that choice. So the reality is that by our actions, we add or diminish to the spiritual goodness of the world. And that brings me back to that article. It was puzzling because it said, I'd rather be a hostage than a kidnapper. If you think about this with your Jewish neshama. It's your Jewish soul, your Jewish heart, which is so different. The choices we make and those that then chose evil. They wrote, I would rather be the one warning civilians to get out of harm's way than the one who purposely puts civilians into harm's way. I'd rather be the one who knows the preciousness of one life than the one who uses human shields to protect themselves. I'd rather be the one who trades 100 terrorists for one innocent victim than the one who has no respect for human life. I'd rather be one who builds tunnels for good, for useful purposes, than the one whose soul is as dark as the tunnels of hate that they build. I'd rather be the one looking forward, moving forward towards that goal of peace, than one of those entire goals of hate and destroy. I'd rather be the one with moral clarity than the one who has lost their moral compass. Lastly, I'd rather love than hate. Well, how do the enemies wake up every day? It just baffles me, and we talked about this. How do you wake up every day with so much hate and destruction inside of you? Each of us, I know, can feel good, that feel very fortunate to be a Jew and have such special family who we support and we love. But Maimonides put it this way. He said, every person should view themselves throughout the entire year as if they are evenly balanced between good and evil. And the world is evenly balanced between good and evil. If we perform one mitzvah, one good deed, we can flip the balance of the entire world to the side of good. Our actions, that Maimonides reminds us, well, all of our actions have consequences. And the decisions we make, what we decide, it impacts the world around us. Not to decide is to decide. We will have forfeited the opportunity to craft a life, reflect holiness, and expresses our deepest values. So we need to set our priorities and ensure that how we are spending our time, well, that's going to reflect the principles that we articulate. So again, remember those words of Deuteronomy, the blessings and the curses, well, those are set before us this day. Through our actions, we can increase the amount of blessings in our lives and the lives of those around us. So we pray to help us to see the possibilities that this day offers us. This day offers us a new gift to embrace the blessings available to us this day, that we may always be forces for good in the troubled world where we try to stamp out that evil. Well, for those that would have been watching, Patrick, there's nothing going on up there, right? With people, no, not hearing.
Audio.
We got audio? Well, at least hello to all of you out there. This is like talking on the radio. But we apologize, and we'll figure out how to get this fixed. We're so glad that they improved the technology by giving us a higher and better Wi-Fi system that doesn't work for us. So we'll get it fixed for next week. But thank you for coming, and for those of you that are listening as well. We know that we had them on the East Coast, West Coast, and we always get 100, 200 people that are watching. We'll get that again next weekend. Welcome back. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you're feeling better.
I'm sure you did a great job without me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you back and healthy. What we know is I'm going to lock you in a closet before the high holidays.
Yeah,
Because that
seriously.
could never happen with what we do. But it's wonderful. And for the things that are coming up, we do have between now and summer many, many activities.
We have this Sunday at Beaver Creek, family ski day for all of our families and anyone that wants to join us. We're just going to be lapping McCoy Park all day, which is a super fun area. If you haven't been there, there's a warming hut at the top where we'll kind of be stationed, and we'll be bringing some things up for lunch and just lapping McCoy, because there's only one. You can only go down, and then you have to take a chair like out of that area. So it's all greens, but it's like green bowls. It's really cool. So if anyone wants to join us for our family ski day on Sunday, we'll be at McCoy from 10 to 2, I think. And we just had our Martin Luther King Day of Service, which was really lovely. We did a program on food insecurity. Our students learned about food insecurity in Eagle County and all around Colorado, and had to go to the grocery store and buy a family of 4 meals, every single meal. They had to buy 28 breakfasts, 28 lunches, 28 dinners, and 28 snacks for $75. And our team that came the closest did it for $74.05. And it had lots of extra snacks and protein. They were very savvy shoppers. And we have a lot of other programs coming up, so check your newsletter.
We just signed a contract with our Violins of Hope. That's our big program over the summer, where they have the Holocaust violins. They're actually bringing 5. He's coming from Israel by way of Brazil to San Francisco to us. He is the luthier that his father began to repair the violins of the Holocaust that were collected by Hitler, pretty much destroyed, and he spent the time repairing them. And we're really lucky to get the son of the person, and he's still doing all the repairs on these violins. So we'll be having a program and concert at the Villar on a Thursday night, and then Friday night we'll take the violins and they will make the sound of prayers one more time. It'll be, I think, an amazing service. And that's happening in August. So we hope those listening and you that are here that you come to that. And then the other services where we have you and your friends, and the services on the mountain, many great things that are coming up. So again, thank you for joining with us. We're glad to have you. Guests and friends, everyone who's here. Ronnie, welcome back. It's great to see you. And we'll return to our prayer books. Page 60 as we rise, join together. Amen.
Aleinu Shabbat Ladon Hakol, Latis Gdula Leotzer Bereshit, Shelo Sam Ekui Haratzot, Velo Sam Hanu Mishpachot Adama, Shelo Sam Chalkeinu Kahen, Vigor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam, Vanachnu Chorim, Umishachavim Umodim, Lifnei Melech, Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'emar, V'raya Adonai, L'melech al kol ha'aretz, Vayom ha'hu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo,
At this moment, in memory of our loved ones who are no longer with us, we join hands in love and remembrance. In solemn testimony to that unbroken faith which links the generations one to another, we call to mind those whose yahrzeit we observe this month. Gabriel Amira, Leo Aaron, David Barrison, and Ida Blondie, Martin Carlson, Rudolph Cohen, Glenn Cooper, Annette Davis, Sylvia Dietz, Enid Dinkin, and Nellie Farmer. Beatrice Field, Milton Finkelstein, Eddie Floman, Sarah Friedman, Rita Friedman, Samuel Galperin, Geraldine Gaynor, and Joseph Gerson. Audrey Gibbon, Carol Goodman, Barbara Golson, Rose Gross, Alfred Held, Sally Herman, Jimmy Hess, Sarah Huckman, Beverly Hodis, Larry Holmes, Esther Kahn, Sylvia Carmen, and Earl Katz, Samuel B. Katz, Murray Keller, Abby Kimmel, Paul Krell, Herbert Lapkoff, Calvin Laser, Willie Lessing, Ira Lubin, Ludwig Meyer, Thelma Minko, Willen Mitnick, and Leon Mukasey, Sheila Newer, Paul Nimrod, Herman Opatowski, and Edith Pascal, Daniel M. Perchik, Marla Perkle, Natalie Podrat, Cindy Polger, Alvin Putterman, and William Rabinowitz, Louis Raymer, Estelle Reese, Irvina Ross Katz, and Deborah Rubinow, Eleanor Sachs, Harold Schneider, Belle Sigmund, Brooke Smith, George Sutton, and Jack Tenchel, Melvin Tannenbaum, Faye Tillis, Ira Waldbaum, Daniel Weingast, Bernard Weingast, and Rita Weissman, Sally Wertheim, Sasha Windish, Elaine Wolf, Anne Marie Worden, Evelyn Zinger, and Max Apple. Also, our sincerest condolences to the family of Reed and Sarah Wiley and their family, the loss of Reed's father, Corky, and also to Sharon Glazer, who lost her husband, Herb, just this last week. If anyone else is observing yahrzeit this month. Please. Thank you. The Mourner's Kaddish can be found in our prayer books on page 64. For those who wish may join with us as we say, Yitzgadal v'yitzgadash shemei rabbah, Yalmadi brachirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayeichon v'yomeichon v'chayeichon Beit Yisrael, v'galav ezman karev v'bramein, Yehi shemei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'me'olaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar yitramam v'yitnaseh, Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei v'kudishah. Le'alamin kol birkata v'shirata, tushbekata v'nechamata, damiram b'yama v'miramein. Yehi shlomo rabbamin shemaya, v'chalim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'miramein. Shalom v'mrama, uyaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'miramein. You may be seated. You would have been so proud of me. We did We Shall Overcome last week.
I love that.
I know, it was just me.
Beautiful,
It was
beautiful.
okay. So tonight,
No, what should we do for Adon Olam tonight? Any song ideas? Not all of mine.
why don't you choose?
I choose.
Harold, what do you want?
Multiple choice, please.
Which one?
What are your favorite songs?
What's your favorite song?
Or your favorite singer? Or that's a good song.
What were you saying?
Oh, you like Hashkivi? I mean, we could do Adon Olam to the tune Hashkivi. I love that. We've never done that before. Adon Olam, Asher Malam, B'terem Yitzir Nira, Le'ita Shaveh Chesokol, Asanel Shemoni Ra, Le'acharei L'Takol, B'Vadol Yimlach Nara, Le'Elohaya Ve'Anu Ve'Yeh V'Tifara.
That was really good at first.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Good choice. Let's rise for a closing blessing. Adonai Oz le'amo yatein, Adonai v'rech etamo v'shalom. The Lord grant strength to his people. Bless all peoples with peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamosi lechem min haaretz v'te'ah.
If anyone can help break this down before Catholic Mass, we always appreciate it. I know they would appreciate it.
And there's
Shabbat shalom.
challah and grape juice in the back. Come on. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
When is the Catholic Mass?